Hey guys, Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATV VMC, and welcome to our off-road goggle buyer's guide. Alright guys, so unless you like to have dust in your eyes while you're out riding, having goggles obviously is a must-have. Now, goggle technology hadn't changed for a lot of years, but in the last couple of years we've seen leaps and bounds when it comes to off-road goggle technology. We're seeing lenses that are safer by using different materials that give better optical clarity, better impact resistance, and we're seeing lens systems now that allow you to swap out a lens incredibly fast. Now, we carry a ton of different goggles here at Rocky Mountain ATV VMC, but we've narrowed it down to our top 5 picks of what we feel are the best goggles available in the off-road world today. Now, we're going to walk through and talk about each one individually. We're going to break them down and talk about what separates each one apart and why they made our top 5. So I need you to sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so first up we're going to talk about the Airbrake from Oakley. Now, Oakley changed the name of the game a few years ago when they came out with this goggle. It was the first goggle we saw that has an injection molded lens, which means that it's already curved before it goes into the goggle, so it gives better optical clarity because it doesn't distort your vision when you look through it. It's also made of a material called plutonite that only Oakley uses, which gives better impact protection against rock, roosts, anything that might hit your goggles while you're out riding. Now, there are a few things that separate this goggle that easily put it into our top 5. The first is going to be that lens using that plutonite material, and we're going to show you that here in just a second. The other is going to be their switch lock technology. It's a system that Oakley uses to swap your lens in and out, which makes it incredibly fast. I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you look at the side here, on each side on the switch lock system, you're going to have these red tabs. You're going to pull those down, and that's going to allow you to lift these up. So you're going to do that on each side, and once you've done that, that's going to allow you to pop this lens out very easily. So there's a lens that when it's out, again, you can see it's injection molded, so it's already curved, and that is going to give you better optical clarity because when you look through it, it's not going to distort your vision. Now, to put it back in, it's very simple. You're simply going to put it over the post that it comes on, and once you've done that, you're just going to snap these back down into place, and you can swap your lens in and out that fast. Now, there's a couple more things that we want to talk about that we really like about this goggle. The first is going to be the ability to go from a tear-off system to a roll-off system without having to get a separate set of goggles. So Oakley designed the outriggers to be interchangeable on this goggle. So if you want, you can buy the roll-off system and you can swap those out very easily, and that is a very nice touch, so you don't have to spend that extra money on a full set of goggles. And the other is going to be the fully serviceable chassis. So they designed the goggle so that the outriggers, the face foam, and the strap are all going to be interchangeable, so you're really going to get a lot of life out of this goggle. Now, we've tried these goggles on. They're very, very comfortable, nice fleece lining on the inside of the foam. And if you go to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com, we have a lot of awesome colorways that we carry. There's also a lot of tint options available, so make sure you check those out. Alright, so next up on the list is the Tyrant goggle from Scott. Now, Scott, they started out way back in 1958, and in 1970 they brought us the first motocross specific goggle, and they haven't looked back ever since. So the Scott Tyrant, it's very lightweight, it's very comfortable. I would say that these goggles, of all the ones up here, they're going to be the most generous in fit when it comes to width on the face, so keep that in mind. Now, there's a couple of specific things that we absolutely love about this goggle. So with the lens, you're getting a traditional Lexan lens, nothing spectacular there, but there's two main things that make this goggle put this goggle into our top 5. The first is going to be the ram air system. So here on the top of the goggle, you have a vent. This is a ram air vent, and you can open and close this to control the amount of venting that you want with this goggle. So it's a very simple but effective design. And the other is going to be their fit system that Scott uses. Scott is the only goggle company making a goggle where you can actually change the shape of the goggle to make it fit your face better. Now, the way you do that is included with every goggle you get this key that comes included, and here on the bottom, it's very simple. There's 2 screws underneath, and you're simply going to put this key in, and you're just going to turn those, and you'll actually see the shape of the goggle changing. Again, that's going to allow you to customize the shape of this goggle so it fits your face incredibly well. So it's a very lightweight goggle, very comfortable foam on the inside, and like I said again, very generous when it comes to width and the fit on your face. A lot of awesome different colorways with this goggle, a lot of cool different options for lenses, so make sure you go to our website and check those all out. All right, so third up on the list is going to be the NFX2 from Dragon. Now, a few years back, Dragon came out with the NFX, which was the first frameless goggle. It's been very, very popular, so they took that design and they've given it a few big upgrades. Now, before we talk about those, let's talk about fit real quick. Now, when we tried this goggle on, in our opinion, it has the narrowest fit of all the goggles that made the lineup, so just keep that in mind. Now, let's dive into what really separates this goggle and makes it stand out. The first is going to be the lens that it has. So you're going to get injection molded polycarbonate lens, but it's going to be a dual pane lens. I'm going to pop it out and show it to you here in just a second. The other thing that we love about this goggle is the swift lock technology that they use, which allows you to switch the lens in and out extremely fast. And how you do that? Very simple. So here on the side you have these tabs. You're going to pop each one up. And as soon as you do that, you can literally just lift the lens right out. So this is that dual pane lens that we were talking about. So it's injection molded. So what it is, you have two lenses there. It's designed to keep the cold air on the outside from the warm air on the inside, and that will help drastically reduce the amount of fogging that you're gonna have with any goggle. So it's the only dual pane goggle that you're gonna see in the lineup. And as I just showed you, that swift lock system is extremely fast and extremely easy to use to interchange the lens with this goggle. Now there's a couple more things we want to talk about that we like about this goggle. The first is going to be the armored venting that you have on the top. So that's going to be up here along the top. And the other is going to be the outrigger design on this goggle. So they designed it to be a separate piece. So when you put these goggles on, it's going to help give a better seal to your face. Now the NFX was a bigger goggle. We heard a lot of people say they had problems fitting those into their helmet. The NFX2 was designed to be smaller to help it fit into just about any helmet. So that's the NFX2. Again, you're getting that dual pane injection molded lens. It's going to be optically correct, no distortion, and it's going to help reduce fogging while you're out riding. A lot of different colorways on our website with a lot of different tint options, a rock solid goggle, so make sure you go check those out. All right, guys, so fourth up on the list, this is the Air Defence Goggle from Fox. Now, Fox had the Air Spec Goggle, which was very popular for a lot of years, and they've kicked it up a notch with the Air Defence. Right off the bat, you are now getting an injection molded lens, so it's going to be optically correct with no distortion when you look through it. You're also going to get their smart venting system. So actually on the frame of the goggle, you're going to have these vents here along the top. That's going to help circulate a lot of air and reduce fogging with this goggle while you're out riding. Now, if I do flip it around and we look at the back, we like the triple layer foam that Fox is using. When we try these on, it's a very comfortable goggle. It fits well to the face and one of our favorite fits of all the goggles that made the lineup. So that's the Air Defence Goggle from Fox. Now remember, you're getting that injection molded lens, so it's optically correct, and you're going to get that smart venting system that they now have with this goggle. Go to our website to shop the full collection of all the cool colorways that we have. There's also a lot of tint options as well. That's the Air Defence from Fox. All right, guys, so the last goggle we're going to talk about is the Ace Goggle from Spy. Now, Spy has always been well known for making killer sunglasses and snow goggles. They also make a really good motocross goggle as well. So with this goggle, you're going to get Spy's SICK lens, which stands for Superior Injected Curved Lens. So it's an injection molded lens. It's going to give you that optical clarity with no distortion, and they have a very good system to swap the lens in and out that we're going to get to here in just a second. But after the lens, let's talk about the ventilation system that they use. So Spy has what they call their Rise ventilation system. Now, when I talked to them, they said it's designed to take air, suck it through the top like a vacuum, and push it out the bottom to help these breathe extremely well while you're out riding. And on the back, you are going to have quad layer foam. It's going to have fleece lining around the top, so it's going to wick moisture away very well, and it's also going to be very comfortable to the face. Now, when you want to change the lens out on this goggle, it's very simple. Spy uses what they call their quick draw technology. So here on the sides, these outriggers, you are going to notice these have a lot of movement to them. It's designed to be that way. When you're using the quick draw system, in my opinion, it's easiest just to take the outriggers completely off. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop these out. Again, they're not going to break. They're designed to come out, so don't worry about that. And once you have them out, here on each side, you're going to have these tabs. You're going to lift up and pull those back. And that's going to allow this lens to come free very easily. So there's your lens. Again, it's going to be that injection molded lens, so it's going to be optically correct. And to put it back in is very simple. You're just going to put it right back in where it came from, and you're going to slide these down right back over the top of the lens, and that's going to hold it into place. And then once you're done with that, you can just simply put the outriggers back on. All right, guys, so that's the Ace Goggle from Spy. Remember, you're getting that quad layer foam in the rear with that fleece lining. It's very comfortable. You're also getting that quick draw lens system along with that injection molded lens for that optical clarity. Now go to our website, check out all the cool colorways that we have available. That's the Ace Goggle from Spy. Here's a recap of the buyer's guide to give you guys a side-by-side comparison of some of the common features as well as the standout features that really make these products unique. Alright guys, so thanks for checking out our off-road goggle buyer's guide. Now remember, go to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com where you can shop all of these goggles, see all the different colorways, read product details, and also read rider reviews. Now remember, we have our fit guarantee, so if you get a goggle, if you're not happy with how it fits, you can send it back to us, and anything over $99 is always going to ship free. Now, the last thing I need you to do before I let you go is click and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to hear your thoughts and comments on these goggles, why you like them, and which one you're currently rocking. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.